Quiet in the room. That last song I just played, that shit was pretty hard. Ayo, peace, Vandals and Vandals. It's your motherfucking boy Facts on Wax. And right now, you're listening to watching the Vandal Hour Season 3 live on DTFradio.com. Make sure you're tuning each and every Saturday from 11 p.m. to 1 a.m. You can also catch us live on that motherfucking tuning app. You can also catch us live on that motherfucking DTF Radio Ustream page. But remember, you gotta do that when we on live. And for the people who don't know, you can actually watch us live right now on our motherfucking website, which is www.thevandalhour.nyc. Tell a friend or tell a friend. We making history. Hey, yo, Mr. 13, what's good?
Yo, Facts, man. You already know what it is. I'm chilling here. Had a great day. And for the listeners, we got another dope show lined up.
That's a fact.
Yep.
Right now, we got a artist in the building, executive producer and TV show host. His name is Reemo Meerak. He's in the building. We're gonna be chopping it up with him later on.
Yeah. Make sure.
Yeah.
In addition to that,
Get
we
your L's ready,
do
your
have a
brown water.
legendary graph writer that is coming.
Yeah.
He is a surprise guest. I'm not quite sure if Mathematics wants me to release his name just yet.
Nah, they gotta tune in for that. He
Nah,
comes
they-
from the streets of Queens, though.
Nah, they already know, man. It's been advertised.
All right, so we
It's
got
been advertised.
Cend Lsd coming through. Woo! That
There
is
we go.
definitely gonna be
Aye,
one
aye,
for the
aye,
books.
aye.
He's
Yeah.
got a lot of history in the game.
You never know. He might even bring us some LSD.
Yo, you hear me? You hear me?
That is
good?
quite possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, we hear you, brother.
All right, my bad.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
it's gonna be crazy. Y'all niggas gotta wake the fuck up first.
Nah, so we got a
First of
great
all,
show.
it seems like y'all was smoking too much. But, so let's
My bad. I know I was smoking.
yeah. I think we all was. We all
Well,
was.
sitting
We
down
all
with
was.
us right now today is the man behind the ones and twos,
Yeah.
a new host of the show.
Yeah, man. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about,
Introduce
baby.
But wait,
yourself,
time out.
baby.
Before we go into that, who's in the room with us? We got a couple of people in the room. We got Dre Kill Films on a
For sure,
motherfucking
for sure.
doing his camera thing as he always do, aka Buffalo Wing. We got the Ghost DJ.
Yo.
We have a Ghost DJ now.
Yo.
You don't even see him, but the
That's
music
how ill he is.
the music is playing.
We got Sos in the motherfucking building.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And we have Christine in the building.
Yo.
And we have you know,
We got a
VIPs.
some
situation in the
surprises,
building.
some
VIPs.
surprises. So you know, it's always what it is. But as you said, let's start this off right, man. We have a new.
We have a new host sitting down
Yeah.
with us.
Yeah.
Introduce
Yeah.
yourself, my brother.
Man, I go by the mother name DJ Swift. I am here. They finally let me out of punishment and they let me sit at the table. That's right. I earned my
Where's
stripes,
the
baby.
gunshots? Where's the gunshots?
Gunshots.
Where's it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's fresh out the penalty box.
Word.
So that means
Finally.
Mr. 13 has more responsibilities.
That's
He would
right.
have to be the gunshot man because Swift was
And
usually the
applause.
backup gunman. So now you gotta pay attention now, and you gotta shoot the guns when it's time to.
Swift
That's
got
right.
off cube confinement. Yo, Swift, you being a co-host and shit with the Vandal Hour God, like, what can they expect from you?
A lot of jokes. I could give you that for right now. I'm definitely gonna be coming with a lot of jokes. I'm just gonna be me. You're just gonna hear me every now and again because I get nervous. So I'm trying to get used to this. Yeah, I either talk too much or I talk a little bit. So,
Well,
so I'm
Swift.
just gonna be having some insight.
I was thinking that maybe you should bring some dancers from your clubs once in a while.
Bro, yo, I gotta be honest with y'all. I gotta be totally honest with
It
y'all.
would be dope if he had like when he sits down, two women be standing behind him.
Yeah, that'll work,
Like
man.
that,
Yo-
like for
yo.
the whole ambiance of things.
Yo,
you
for
know.
real, y'all gonna make me feel like I'm like an old school
Snacks and
iced
shit?
tea. I'm gonna feel like old school iced
An
tea.
African iced tea.
the new school IC.
Word, for real.
Prince
but,
Mundo.
but oh man, he got me on that one.
Mundo.
But no, you know what's the funny thing? Just even on the lines of that, I was working last night and I was telling a few of the girls that like, yo, I had some new things going on with me. I'm working on a few ventures, so, and I just got promoted to being a host on the show. So I must have had about 4 of the girls like, oh, so I could come on the show now? And I was like, you know what?
Yes.
Yeah, you can.
Yes, you can.
Yeah,
Wait,
you can.
Come on. You telling me that the whores was not gonna come until you sat down at the table? That's crazy.
I don't.
That's crazy.
Nah, because
the
you know,
horns was supposed to come because you on the motherfucking
no, it's not
DJ
that.
table.
They thought that they were gonna get a come up. Dead serious. A bunch of them was like, "Yo, I do radio." I'm like, "You can't even talk face to face. How are you gonna talk on the radio?"
Well, I'm glad you got promoted then.
Well, listen, tell them there's an internship available.
Always. Now, I got leeway. I got leverage. I got
When you're in the
leverage.
club spinning records, like you ever use one of their ass cheeks and nipples to scratch a record?
Yes, I have. Yes, I have.
Yes, he has.
Yes,
Y'all
I
can't hear
have.
me? Y'all
Yes.
can't hear me?
This is why I do
Yo.
not like CDJs that often.
Check Fax's mic real quick. My bad.
Y'all
Just
niggas
make
can't
sure.
hear me?
Yeah,
hear
everything
you.
is,
Everything's
Good.
everything is all the way up.
It might be my headphones, man. My bad.
Actually,
Yo.
yesterday we were having an issue with that microphone. You're gonna have to speak directly into it. So,
That's what she said.
Pause.
yo, Swift, why didn't you let everybody know what's going on with that nice purple shirt you got on your chest?
Okay,
there?
yeah, definitely. This is one of the new things that I have going down. Just happened this week. Yeah, there you go. I hear you, facts.
Fuck, I just said mad shit and nobody got to hear it. Yo, my finger, nigga. Okay, back to basics. We here now.
Yeah.
There's
There
always
we
some
go.
technical difficulties.
We was talking about
Yeah.
these nice shirts that you gentlemen are wearing.
Yes. Big shout to my peoples over at Wake and Bake Way. I've officially signed on with them. I'm getting sponsored by them, so I'm gonna be doing a lot of events with them. We're gonna be showing off a whole lot of more apparel and hats and everything. Working with them, we're gonna be doing pop-up shops. I'm actually in the works with them right now with getting a photo shoot and a pop-up shop going within like pronto.
Yeah, the Vandal Hour will be working with
Nice.
Wake and Bake Way,
Yes.
and we're going to be doing some events with them. They definitely in the fold.
That's
Yeah,
good.
man.
I'm looking forward to
It's a
that.
nice situation
Yeah,
going
they,
on
they,
right there.
they gave me my shirt that I got on
I
right
know, I
now.
see that.
Shout out
Yeah.
to Wake and Bake for this shirt too.
Big shout to Jay and
See,
Steve-O.
when I was looking at your shirt, I didn't even know that because, you know, WB, I thought you was repping the Berg and shit.
That's the crazy shit. That's the reason why they gave it to me. They said, "I know you want the WB shit." I was like, "Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that." Facts.
The universe is crazy.
Yeah, I'm just walking around with cookies and brownies on my chest.
Yeah, but
This week, man, we put up the YNN Ink Master Art Show
yes, we did.
on our YouTube page. We also put up a promo for the Lost Art of the Wordsmith event. Also, so make sure y'all go to our YouTube page by going to www.thevandalhour.nyc.
That's
Heavy.
correct. That's
Dot
correct.
NYC, and make sure you check them joints out. We need our numbers to be sky high, man.
Yeah, and for any of the artists who are listening, the video for the Lost Art of the Lost Art of the Wordsmith, that's more of a promo. We still have some interviews and some actual performance footage coming.
That's facts. That's just a promo joint that we're using for advertisement for the next joint.
Yes, sir. And
Which is the 25th,
which is the 25th.
July
gonna be
25th
crazy.
next week.
And we over.
And I'm gonna be in at this one. I missed the last one, so I'm definitely gonna be spinning at this one.
Yeah, we had DJ.
For sure.
We had DJ Storm last time. Shout out to DJ Storm of the Grown Man Show for being there.
Word. Shout out to my man DJ Storm
He
Morning. You know what it is.
He definitely held it down officially. Between there's some things went behind closed doors, but yeah, he definitely held it down officially.
That's what's up.
You know what? Talking about behind closed doors, I heard DMX had a lot of going on behind closed doors.
Yo, one of my civilian friends and shit, they was at work and they actually seen that nigga get in the rain now. He's a busy boy.
That's a fact.
He's been
That's
stashing
crazy.
money in other people's bank accounts just so he don't gotta pay Uncle Sam and them niggas.
And they
14 counts.
and they say he's facing 40 years, man.
Yeah, they trying
44.
14 counts of tax evasion,
Like 1.7 mil he owed.
Yeah,
40 years.
that's crazy.
Yo,
bro.
I say we should start a GoFundMe page for DMX.
Why? He got 1.7
He's,
million.
he's a legend. He's a legend. You gotta help him out. You gotta help that man out.
I'm not trying to start no go.
Someone go start a
He might
GoFundMe
smoke-
page.
He might smoke the profits.
Word.
Well, if
man.
he want to
Well,
get that money
that's
up, he gotta.
Well, that's exactly what happened. He smoked the profits.
Well, so he could pay them profits. He gonna have to drop a new album and show New York what it sound like.
Well, listen, I don't like to make fun of him. He's got a problem. I hope he gets help and everything.
Yeah,
man.
true indeed, man. But he look like he might get the voice box like that, like the tobacco commercial.
Oh man.
I used to like smoking.
I
That's
used-
how he be
I used
sounding.
to be a rapper.
That's how he be sounding lately.
Yeah, man.
Word is bond.
That's
Well,
how
you
he
know
been
what?
looking lately in the pictures I saw. Google's a motherfucker.
You know, in other news, we lost
A member of the True Live
the
crew.
True Live crew, Kid Fresh, Ice. He passed away.
If y'all don't know which one that was the Asian one.
That was the Asian one.
Wong.
Wong.
Yeah, Wong One.
He was the Wong one.
Yeah, that's his name.
Did y'all wait? Time out. Did y'all ever listen to some like Two Live Crew music?
Yes.
Definitely.
Yes, I did.
I was a fan of Two Live Crew.
Oh, yeah.
Let me say this: before De La Soul and Native Tongues, Two Live Crew was showing all the Toto
All day.
in their videos.
They
So I was like 12, 11.
Yeah.
If you want to see some pussy on
Shake
TV,
that ass, girl.
you watch a Two Live Crew joint.
Yo, Two
Oh,
Live
And let me
Crew.
just say this: the Asian guy was usually the one that.
With the broken arm.
Yeah.
Nigga shit was always in a cast.
Why did he always have a broken
I
arm?
don't know the dude from three.
I mean, look at it. He's in a video with a bunch of chicks. Maybe they ain't giving him no burn. He going home and he beating this shit in a
you know
frenzy.
what's crazy? The guy from 3-6 Mafia is like the same shit.
Oh, his arm is just fucked up in the game. His shit is like a little combobulated.
They both like it's crazy, man. It's crazy. But yo, rest in peace too.
Word. Kid
Yes,
Fresh Ice,
Kid
man.
Fresh Ice.
Their music was fly.
Yeah,
Their shit
yeah.
was fresh.
They-
They
Yo,
were
yo, they
famous
were
for
pioneers,
songs like
man.
Doodoo Brown
Yeah.
and Band in America.
Me
Was
So
it Band?
Horny.
Me So Horny.
Yo, and they was really anti-government. The feds was on their ass
Yeah.
about crazy shit.
Well, they got their album banned, the whole shit. You had to
Yeah.
go
Facts.
and look for it to get it. My brother used to DJ.
Still gotta look for
And we
that
had
shit
to
to
go
get it.
dig to get that shit.
It has like 6 chicks with their ass facing the cover on one side
Yeah.
and on the cover.
Yo, talking about
Those are the
Certified 305.
talking about classic album covers. That was definitely a classic album
Yeah.
cover. Right
Yeah, that
there.
definitely was.
I hope I see something like that in the record pop-up shop when that
Yeah.
pop.
It remind me of the IC joint. With
Power.
With the
The
shotgun
Power album.
shorty.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
I still got that right there. That Power album.
We
That
talking
word is
about
right
taxes again.
Yo,
Yeah,
this,
going back onto the story of taxes.
I know,
Yeah,
of
Tax
Tax
Stone.
there.
Stone.
Jack Stone.
They trying to tax him for his freedom. He did an interview that got him in a pretty bad jam, and he want Troy Ave to come to the stand and talk that shit he talked.
That's not the only reason he got in
Well,
himself in jail.
they found DNA. they found DNA that belonged to him on the murder weapon.
Man, I ain't know that part.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
he's looking at some real bad things
Yo.
going on.
Y'all think they the reason that Webster Hall got closed down and sold?
Nah, it was that wasn't it. That
Nah,
was
it wasn't at Webster Hall, the shooting.
No, that wasn't. It was at it's actually,
Irving Plaza.
Irving
Irving
Plaza.
Plaza.
Irving Plaza.
Exactly. Yeah, that's where it was.
Well, that's still close to Webster Hall.
Well,
Nah, Webster Hall was on some other shit. But on the Tax Stone thing, a lot of things is going on. Troy Ave, supposed to be one of the witnesses that's supposed to be testifying
yep.
against him.
Does that, like I asked you before, does that affect his credibility as a rapper?
It depends on what he said, because he could testify and say, I didn't see shit.
That's true. He could plead the fifth.
You know what I mean? So, yeah.
They can not even
he-
talk
he-
about that situation.
Well,
They
I
can
would
talk about
hope
something.
so, because every
Yeah.
time they see Troy on the Ave, shit don't go his way. He always get filled with holes.
I don't think he's on the Ave too much lately.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a
He's
good
He's
thing.
on house arrest, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh,
That's
that's
right.
even better.
Yeah. What's called it? He wears an ankle bracelet or something like that.
Yeah, he has
yo.
a couple of videos with them.
Yeah. So
And for the people who are not familiar with this part of the show,
This is where we get into the motherfucking Vandal Hour news. Now, before we blast off, the graffiti community, they lost a fallen soldier from the NSF crew. He goes by the name of Trey. So, to my peoples in Paradise Plus and to his friends and family up here at the Vandal Hour, we sorry for your loss and keep your head up.
rest in peace.
Now, Benny Styles, they had an art show. I don't know too much about it, but my peoples up here on the panel, they have some info on that and they could school you.
Well, I heard that what is the artist named Lawrence J Designs?
no, I think that's the place that it was at.
Oh, that's the place that it was at.
Yes.
Okay.
The person whose work was being displayed is Vinny Styles.
Oh, so it was Vinny Styles. That's a person?
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
I know there's a store called Vinny Styles.
that's the person.
Well, here's the thing, though, because I know a guy there. His name is Jacob. And I know he's part of the management and team, but I didn't know that the dude's name was actually Vinny Styles. I just thought that was the name of the store.
Well, Vinny, he was flexing one of his
Well,
many
I don't
styles
know.
from
Maybe
clothes
it
to
was
art.
in reverse. I don't know. I thought the person's name was Vinny Styles.
All right. I got you.
You should,
Well, What I'm thinking is that it was the store Vinny Styles had a showcase, and it was Lawrence J. Lawrence J. was the artist featured.
We getting some info right
Can
now.
somebody? Can you just say it? Cause I can't. I wear glasses, God.
Oh, no, Vinny Styles is the location.
Yeah, Vinny Styles is the location. So the store had an art show, and Lawrence J. artwork was being featured. And Lawrence J., I take a quick look at his work. He does a lot of hip-hop iconic figures. He'll do like a Biggie Smalls or Jay-Z.
Okay.
And it's pretty dope. It's all portrait work. So maybe you guys could go over there and check that out.
Yeah, I
Definitely go check that
didn't
out.
see it. So is that Vinny Styles?
It's at Vinny Styles, yes.
And the artist name is
Lawrence J.
Lawrence J.
Yes.
And if y'all want to check that out, go to the Flatbush. Y'all can't miss it. It's
That's
right
it.
by the Barclay.
Shout out to my man Jacob, who basically owns the spot. So.
I never been there. How is it?
That's why you threw me off, because I was like, the owner's
They got
name
some
is
pretty
Vinny
fly
Styles.
clothes if y'all like getting fresh.
I went to high school with the owner.
Well, I wish you would have said that when we was going over the thing.
Shit.
Yeah, they got some pretty fly clothes there for all the people who like to get fresh. Now, this Friday, July 21st, my peoples, the 1718 Collective.
And he could speak on it himself. He's here. So.
Yeah,
They got a dope ass show popping off. And my man, he gonna give y'all some more info on that. Just make sure y'all come out and bring no motherfucking checkbooks. State facts.
Yes, definitely come out and support. We at the Living Gallery this Friday, the 21st. We got a couple people on the lineup. We got AC2. We got Soul 357. We got Hops on the list. Basically, we bringing back the 90s, man. You're going to see people recreate their favorite albums from the 90s, man.
Yo.
It's going to be a crazy night, live DJ and all.
And from some of the art I got to see, it's gonna be crazy. So make sure y'all bring them checkbooks and them motherfucking cameras.
I've been to a lot of art shows, and I gotta say that's a really dope original idea. I've never seen it done before. I can't wait to check out all
And
the
that's
work.
going down in a living gallery. So
Some of the artists
I wish I could see that.
Some of the artists involved is Soul 357, AC2, BSK, Sec, Fink, SR, and Babe, Bo, Massa, Fofana, and others.
That's
that's
right.
what's
gonna be
up.
And yo,
motherfucking
on the
epic.
25th of July, we
Yeah.
are coming back with another Checks and Balances, and
Yeah.
Vandal Hour presents
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
The
Lost
Lost
Art
Art.
of the Wordsmith.
Yeah, Miller was supposed to be here to talk about it, but since she's not, I'm gonna give you a little background. The Lost Art of the Wordsmith. Wordsmith is the original name of a DJ, of an MC. It's a showcase that we do at Karma Lounge last Friday of every month. Last Tuesday of every month. It's from 6 to 12 a.m. It's $5 to get in. This month we have Honey De Niro performing.
Certified
Ella-
Gauge.
Certified Gauge, Ella G, Lou Skag, Super Helpful Kwame, and others. So make sure you come out if you want to participate. It's $50 to register, and it's $50 to be a vendor there. So make sure you DM us and connect with us about
Make sure
that.
y'all come out. And for the people who don't know, Lsd, he performed with the legendary Mobb Deep. I state facts. And if you have never seen Certified Gauge perform, then you definitely need to be in a building.
Yeah,
His energy is bonkers.
Yeah, Ella G also was on the Vandal Hour. Ella G also has a show called New York Minute, which the artist Honey De Niro is one of the actresses on. So,
nice.
So it's a lot of. We also have Thurman Munson, who's also going to be performing that day. It's
That name sound
some
crazy.
other names that I'm missing, but it's others.
Yeah,
Really?
and you should definitely check out the vandalhour.nyc because there's footage up there from the last showcases.
Yep.
You could definitely check out what's going on.
Search
at the
us on
events.
YouTube too.
We got a lot of we got a lot of shit going on with the Wordsmith, man. The Wordsmith is beginning to get some traction.
That's right.
We got a lot of things going on. Cover COD is involved with it. If you win, you get studio time with Cover COD. You can also be if you come in third place, you actually get a free registration fee on the next joint. So it's crazy. So make
It's a
sure you.
motherfucking situation. And for the people who don't know, Cover, he actually produced some of the hardest beats in New York City. He's giving y'all that New York feel. Now, this week in Vandals Flexing, we stole a video from Merc BBB. We also featured a tag from Save KST. And for the people who don't know, he used to murder New York City in the 90s with a face he calls Adam. And last but not least, we featured a piece from Curve NSF.
Yo,
Nah.
Yo, with time out before you go into the rundown,
What
the
up?
rollout. Those faces was everywhere. If you don't know what them Sabe KST faces look like,
Google them.
yeah, them.
Or y'all could check out
Definitely
the
in
90s
the
and
Lower
the
East Side area. He has in the Village. He had some ill spots right on the corner.
I seen them shits everywhere.
Yeah.
Still
Bronx
got a few
wise,
creeping.
Bronx wise, them shits is like the size of a person standing up. Word is
That's
wrong.
a fact. And he was a short dude doing big shit.
Word is wrong. So shout out to Sabe KSC now.
Now, if you want to be featured in Vandals Flexing, if you got some shit that's hot in the street and catch our eye, we gonna flick it. If you post some shit on the gram and we like it, we gonna steal it. I state facts and I will never lie to you, but remember, it'll never be no toy shit. Now, in regular news, it's a gimmick going on. Mayweather and his white dude, they about to fight for some chicken. What's
Conor
your take
McGregor.
on
Listen,
that?
I know guys are saying it's a gimmick, but he said racist shit to other fighters before.
Who?
Conor McGregor.
Dos Santos. He said it to Dos Santos in the UFC.
Oh, you talking about McGregor?
Conor McGregor,
Conor
yeah,
McGregor.
Conor
That guy.
McGregor. Everybody's making excuses. Oh, it's just a put on for the
for
show.
money.
He's been saying crazy shit for a long time.
Yeah, I mean, he's a big shit talker. Like that's his whole gimmick. Like he want to try to provoke you to fight every time he sees you.
They call him like the white Mayweather. That's
Nah,
what I,
he's nowhere near that.
I mean, in,
Nah,
in shit talking wise,
That's exactly what they say.
That's what I was told. I was
So
told
is
that
he
by
like
many
a
people.
clan member without the outfit?
Exactly. It's possible. The
You can look
outfit's
at
in his closet.
Yeah, I
It's
don't,
tailored.
Yeah, I don't know, man, but it's just been a crazy thing. The fight is coming up. When is the fight? Do anybody know?
Sometime in August.
Nah,
August,
wait,
what, 25th or something like that?
Okay.
Are y'all gonna
look it
pay
up.
for it?
I'm
Not
not
at
paying
all.
for that. Not at all. It's a waste of time, man.
So y'all finally
Floyd
listening
Mayweather-
to
Floyd-
Jay-Z and y'all
Floyd
actually
is
sign your
gonna
credit?
wash him up.
All you need is the fire stick. Tell you the truth. Step into the future. Bootleg for real. Get a fire stick.
You get it jailbroken.
Get a fire stick, baby.
But remember to put the IP vanish on that because they will trace you.
Get out of here. Well, people starting to get locked up for the fire stick?
They can trace you if you got to put a program on there. It's IP vanish.
Yo, them niggas came and caught me with the fire stick. I'm like, yo, y'all are bugging.
I would
Half
throw it
the
out the
world
window.
got this shit.
Yo, they
Half
are
the world
they are
got this.
losing so much money. The media companies who run cable, like the Verizons and the Time Warners,
Yeah.
everybody's leaving cable and they're getting the fire stick
Check this out.
jailbroken.
If they
I
can-
ain't
if
need
they can-
cable yet, so those niggas need to lower my fucking bill.
I'll tell you this. If they
They're
locked,
gonna hire you.
if they came in my crib, they probably found bootleg CDs, bootleg tapes, bootleg everything. Everything is bootleg, so fuck it.
Get that IP vanish on there, man.
We do not support bullshit.
But
The system.
and speaking of bullshit, for all y'all macaroni lovers, they found some motherfucking chemicals in them shits. It was always a reason why I ain't like them shits.
I think that there's been chemicals in them shits. All
Well-
the food that we eat nowadays is poisoned with chemicals.
I know, but like macaroni, like you never heard nothing about that until now, and that's like everybody's favorite food, like liquid gold. Like Hov was just rapping about that shit in his song, "Be in the kitchen making liquid gold for Blue." Now that shit fucking up niggas' soul. So if you in a supermarket and you thinking about a box of Velveeta, some Kraft, abort the mission. Abort the mission. Go bake some of that shit. I state facts and I will never lie to you. But hell, we gonna take a short music break with DJ Swift, and when we come back, we gonna make history. Hey yo, Swift, do what the fuck you do. I thought Swift was about to let that shit rock. Hey, yo. Peace, Vandals and Vandalettes. Tonight on the motherfucking Vandal Hour, we have an actor from behind the camera. He's also an award nominee, executive producer. He's got so much going on. He's just gonna let him talk all about the projects that he's been involved in. So it is my pleasure and the Vandal Hour pleasure to introduce to you, Reemo Meerak.
Oh, damn. Yeah, you took the emphasis out of what I was about to say, but fuck it. Ha! You already know. It's Reemo Meerak in the building, man.
What's poppin', my dude? How you?
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. Yo,
Yeah.
shout outs to y'all, man. It shows like y'all that gotta keep it going for the culture. Like, this shit is so dope. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I looked at y'all on YouTube and stuff. Like, I looked at y'all before, but you know, it's a difference when you look at something versus when you're in the room.
Right.
And for me in my career thus far, well, I mean, I've been in the career for 10 years, but as far as media, the last 4 of my 10, you know what I'm saying? it's nostalgic to me. It's like when you look at something, you come in and you're like, oh shit. And I'm looking at all these pieces, and it's taking me back to my art days. I mean, even though I still draw, but it's taking me back when I was in it and I was drawing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So much respect to y'all, man. I'm definitely honored to be here and shit like that. You know
Appreciate
what I'm saying?
it. Thank you for
Yeah,
coming
you already
through.
know. No,
Yo,
definitely.
You pay attention to like the hip hop world besides like yourself and the things that you do, and if so, like how you feel about DMX and Tax Stone?
I try not to have emphasis on what's negative, because unfortunately for both of them, it's happening at the wrong time. DMX on one hand, he's trying to make a comeback, and it just sucks that the society itself just can't leave this man alone. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then with Tax Stone, it sucks so bad. The timing. And also too, I know everybody keeps talking about the choices he made. Why make the choice? You was up in the game, and that's true. But in the same token, you know what I'm saying? It's hard for me to make a decision about what a man did. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It just sucks, because that's just what it is in society right now. It is so many people who don't even have the fucking credibility to really have an emphasis or to have an opinion of it. But unfortunately, because of social media,
They
it gave,
tune in.
it gave everybody the fucking entitlement
Right, to say something.
To say whatever. So it's like, for me, I learned in my career, you know, it's best for me not to have a heavy emphasis and say something, even though everybody wants me to, even though my career, things are growing. So the more things grow,
They
it's
expect
gonna be,
you.
all right, you know what, Remo, you gotta cut the bullshit.
Right.
And everybody knows I'm not a Milli Vanilli / sugarcoating type of dude, but in the same so I still respect as much as I can when those are in peril. Even with Fly Williams, before I did all this, I was a basketball player.
Right.
Even the Fly Williams shit, like, you know what I'm saying, and being from Harlem, you know what I'm saying, that shit hurt me too. But in the same token, once again, I'm not gonna talk bad because, you know, it's unfortunate the timing.
So how about this? I pose this question to you.
Okay.
What do you? Hold on, my headphones just went out. All right. Do you think it was something that was strategic against these guys? Because we may not see them as super high standard pioneers, but a lot of these businesses and the corporations that be in media, they look down. They're like, wait,
Yeah.
who the movers and shakers right now? Who
Right.
got their eye to the, you know, the eye on the street, their ear to the ground?
Yeah.
Who's moving? And you know, Tax Stone, he was
He was
intricate.
up.
He was intricate.
Let's keep it a buck. He was up.
When it came down to this podcast thing, it's
He
really
was
him.
up.
I mean, for us, for like
Him,
the urban community,
Jack.
for lack of better title.
Him, Combat Jack.
Yes. The
No,
Noris.
Noris, the drink champs. What's the other one I was popping? Sugar Honey Iced Tea, and I was just looking at it. It's
The one
horrible.
with the train.
Yes.
I know who you're talking
I
about.
don't know. It's fucking horrible. I hate when I mess up that fight. You know what's gonna happen? It's gonna be so funny.
You're going to get it when you walk out.
Not even walk out. I'm gonna be late at home when I get home after, because I'm going somewhere else
Right.
after or whatever. But I'm gonna hit y'all like 5, 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
It was this.
Yeah.
That's how I am. I'm weird like that. You know what I'm saying?
It's
So-
all right. You're going to end up hitting mathematics.
Yo,
Yeah,
It's fine.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
fine.
yeah.
It's not my phone, so it's
Yeah.
all good.
Yeah.
Not to
definitely
change the
works.
topic and shit. You say
Yeah.
you say you used to ball. Like, what made you put down the ball and get into the act and the music world?
I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I still have my love. I mean, this year is like my last year playing in leagues and stuff like that. Because of the timing, it's not a physical thing. You know, I could still play like another like 5 to 7 years or whatever.
Stepping away like Kobe. You know what? I'm going to leave
Nah,
the league alone.
more.
I gotta
Nah,
leave the
not even
league
that.
alone.
Not even that. You know what it is? I mean, I respect what I did. I mean, granted, I wasn't able to do the dreams I want to do, like play overseas. You know, my
Right.
career got cut short in college because
Okay.
of injury. But I could say for the 28 years I played it since I was 9 years old, I could say, you know, I've done a couple of things. Not high things. You know, I won championships in other leagues, you know what I'm saying, adult leagues and stuff like that. But I could say I got the respect. Not like
Right.
heavy respect, but it's like
Your peers.
the
Your
peers.
peers,
They know Remo. You know, my real name's Kareem. I'll tell you the whole thing with my name in a few. But they know, they know Remo. Like, nah, Remo's a tough out. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? I'm a tough out. You know what I'm saying? It's not like, oh, I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna bake him.
Right, yeah.
It's like,
they
bro,
know it's a challenge. It's a challenge.
It's
Like,
a
if I
tough
would have seen
position.
you on the court, because I play point guard.
Yeah, what position
You know.
you play?
It's funny. Like high school, because I was stockier, because I played football too.
Power forward.
Yeah, they had me at forward center.
Yeah.
And then 98 was like probably one of my hardest working off seasons because I had to gear myself to be a guard because in college.
You was too short.
Yeah. It's like,
Too
nah,
short.
we're not doing this. So that was like one of the hardest working summers.
That is a tough transition.
Yeah, oh my God, the drills, the pick up the cone and dribble,
Yeah.
the be on the wall and do this and nonstop and shooting like 1,000 jump shots, pull up jump shots, 1,000.
Hey, Kobe said that in his
it's crazy.
in his monologue. Yo, he was up them extra hours. That's why he was the Mamba. Every time he said that.
Right.
Whenever he showed that face, it wasn't because he was that confident. It was just he knew I took that shot so many times
yo.
that it's there. It's gonna be money.
Yo, it was no worry for the week, man. But like I said, my basketball career, to your question, sir, you know what I'm saying? I'm happy. You get what I'm saying? Before, when I was playing ball, I was playing off a lot of emotion because of the shortcomings. Like, I didn't get the championship in high school.
Gotcha.
I didn't get the championship in college. So it was just like, when Remo got on the court, oh, shit, he's coming with aggression. He's coming with vigorous anger, and I'm just with it. I'm just with the shits. And now, being that with my media career, my acting career, you know, and things in my entrepreneurship or whatever that's building, it's like I don't need to do it. I don't need to be on the court no more. It's a want now.
But do you find yourself transferring that same attitude into your media?
Oh yeah, the media. Oh no, I'm definitely the
It's pretty
media.
the same thing.
I'm
like
Stone Cold Steve Austin. Like,
Right.
I like the way shit's happening. I hate to. I mean, I'll compare it. It is that to a degree because of the pop. Like my aim is for the Hip Hop Film Festival, just like his aim was King of the Ring '96.
Right.
Like the Hip Hop Film Festival for this year, for me being nominated on it, that's my King of the Ring.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So that's the Meerak 316 that it's about to embark.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? And like I said, I've been real patient. I've been real humble, you know, over the last 10 years. And I really bust my ass and worked hard. And with media, the last 4 years, you know what I'm saying, of the 10, you know, I feel like Stone Cold. Like Glass Shatters. The minute I'm on this mic, Glass Shatters. The minute I do a TV show, Glass Shatters. Yeah. The minute I'm a guest appearance of anywhere, when I do now I host events too as well.
Nice.
They started doing that. Glass Shatters. It's a meticulous thing that ticks in. And even what helped me out for that was when I did my podcast, I was late for the very first show up at DSN.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I was late. I mean, late.
That's
Like, I had
funny
an
as-
out. Yo, when that happened is boom, back, yo.
That's funny as hell you said that. Like when we first had our first episode of the Vandal Hour, our first DJ, like that nigga was late for the show, and now we got my nigga Swift, and we making history. Yo, being your name is Reemo, right? And like you ever been out here performing somewhere, and like your name is on a bill, and like somebody in a club, like it might be a graffiti vandal, like they ever got you mixed up with like Reemo the graffiti writer?
A couple of times. A couple of times it happened. One time in Queens, another time.
Big shout out to Queens.
Yeah. One time in Queens, I went to a event out in Queens. They came to me, and I respect y'all for the graffiti. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go hard. So if a nigga you see somebody and you hear Reemo Meerak, yo, bro, like,
Which Remo?
why you disguise your name? Yo, say who you are. Don't be a disgrace to the graffiti, you know, culture. And it's like, whoa, bro, whoa. I respect it. Don't get it fucked up. But I'm not him. You know what I'm saying? So I respect it. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I'm not that, believe me, I'm not that political type. You know what I'm saying? I always respect all cultures. You know what I'm saying? And being an artist that was a cartoonist that drew, you know, I understand from your culture. I mean, even then, you know what I'm saying? I tried to do the graffiti, but I wasn't great with like that or whatever. But as far as characters,
Right. Okay.
I would do certain characters for certain artists.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like they'd be like, Remo, draw me this. Really, my name back in the days was like K-Dogs. I used to call myself K-Dogs.
Gotcha.
You know, I spelt it weird too, like DAWGS $Z.
Wow.
Yeah, because I want to be different. I always want to be different. So,
That's how you gotta be in this game.
yeah, right. So
That's
I,
how you stand out.
yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? So I just would draw the characters. Like
Right.
certain characters, they would just draw this shit around it, and I'll be like, oh shit,
Yeah.
I'm part of it. You know what I'm saying? And I respect the culture, man. I'm a culture dude, man.
You ever saw any of your characters thrown up? Like any of the graffiti artists that you did the characters for? Like, did you ever see your character end up on a wall. You're like, oh shit, I did that for so and so.
I remember back in the days, like 9697 on the 7 train line. That's when I used to take the 7 from
Queens again.
Flushing. Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? No, don't get it fucked up. I mean, I'm Harlem born. Yeah. But at the end of the day, my heart's in Queens. You know?
I'm from Queens. That's why.
Oh,
so I'm a 7 line all day.
Yeah, I'm from Lawrence.
So I'm shining this out.
I went to what's face? I went to what's face? I went to Louis Armstrong.
Oh, okay. Oh, right there.
Yeah.
Right there, right off Northern.
Yeah.
Okay.
I went to Louis Armstrong. I was a Lambs kid. You know
I seen
what I'm
niggas
Yeah.
in Lewis get Armstrong. But that's on another
is
note.
true. That
You
is
said
true.
you had a podcast. Like when your podcast was out, it wasn't that many podcasts out. Like how was the podcast scene?
No, when I came out, I came out in 2015.
Okay.
So at that time, you know, like I said, the Tax Stones, the Combat Jacks. Who else was really legit? There was a couple here at this station, DTF. That was legit. I mean, DSN. You know, that's where I started at. You know, that's where they gave me my shine. I would say I'm not a pioneer. I can nowhere even beyond that. If I could say, if you want to say a trendsetter, probably in seasons, because I treat my show like mainstream kind of.
Gotcha.
So whenever I did a break, I'd say season 1.
And what was your show about?
Oh no, I talked about everything:
Okay.
arts, music, life, sports, fashion, politics, political issues, social issues. I just, like I said, I had the Stone Cold mentality. So my gimmick was like the Ruger spray. You know what I'm saying? Like the Ruger spray. Because I just get on the mic.
Yeah.
It's like the
fire.
Ruger spray. But
Hot fire on everybody. Doesn't matter who you was.
I didn't care.
Wow.
You know what I mean? I didn't care. And 9 times out of 10, I never really had those beats because what I said was well respected.
Right.
You know what I mean? And also too, you know, cats kind of knew me from like Laurelton, you know what I'm saying? Not saying I was a thug or nothing like that, but they knew like, all right, don't get Kareem out of character, you know, because his temper could get there. You know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, I was still respected in the Harlem community and in Queens community and just in NYC in general because I just kept it real. You know what I'm saying? I never try to expose cats that came on my show. I didn't believe in it. That's not my thing. You know, I don't care what nobody says. You can say whatever you want. You can call it kissing ass. You can say I'm on the dude's meat or whatever the case may be, pause or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But I respect people's time, and I feel good podcast show or internet show don't matter. The one thing you could tell when it's a good show, they respect that person's time.
Right.
And that's the one thing I knew coming into this. And shout outs to DJ Swerve, you know what I'm saying? He of Fleet DJs, you know what I'm saying? He was one of my like mentors. And he told everybody at the network, like, yo, watch out for Remo. Like, he's really with the note. I was really with a notepad before I even started my podcast. I was a guest host when I started, but I had a notepad and I used to study everybody's show. I wrote highs, lows, what was the hot point, what was not the hot point, and people used to like try to make fun of me. Yo,
That's better for you though.
No, right? I didn't give a fuck. I didn't give a fuck because I knew once I got on the mic, your whole shit was gonna change about me. And it's not being cocky. This is just facts. And it did. When I got on the mic, everybody's like, oh, because I didn't say nothing.
Right.
That's the key. I ain't never say nothing. So when I got on this mic, oh, shit. Like, damn.
Right,
Yeah. Now you said that you was in the media for 10 years.
As far as entertainment overall, I used to be an actor and model.
What was your first foray into entertainment?
The very first thing I did,
Rolodex.
was Law and Order.
Oh, really?
Nice.
I was an extra. I was an extra on SVU. That's what got me. That's what started it.
You got your SAG
And even
card.
I'll even give you a Snapple fact. Even years before that, my aunt. Shouts to my aunt. My aunt's a legend, Pat Evans. You could Google her.
Okay.
She was one of.
I heard of that name before.
Bald-headed, the first African American lady to go bald-head model.
Okay.
She was on the cover of the Ohio Players.
Okay.
Okay.
You see it. You can Google it on that. She'll pop up. Yeah.
Does Benson got a fatty in person?
Who?
Benson from Law and Order.
I'm not answering that. I'm leaving that alone, bro. I'm leaving that alone, bro. But I'll tell you one thing though. Not Q. Sorry, Ice-T. Ice is dope.
He's cool, dude.
He was a cool dude. You know what I'm saying? Shout outs to him, man. Like, he may not remember me, but the times when I did work it and I did have the one lines and I was on Law and Order, SVU and all that, you know, we had those moments.
Right.
Like, out of respect, he'll tell me. And a funny thing, I used to see him when he used to live by 88th and Central Park West.
Okay.
I'm not gonna put his business out there, but I used to play ball over there. So one time he saw me, we're gonna try to go from acting to now we're gonna try to play basketball. I mean, it was.
But that's good though, man.
Yeah,
I mean,
you know what I'm
made
saying?
an impression on him that he could see you somewhere else
Right.
and feel comfortable.
You know what I'm saying? But you know, shouts out to him, man. He there's times he just say, yo, man, just keep working. You know what I'm saying? And you know, and I just went with it, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm blessed to even have 10 years into this. You know what I'm saying? And then this transition.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's pretty dope. Most people don't last past 3.
Yeah, I mean, you know what it is, man? You just gotta stay true to what you can do. You know what I'm saying? Don't if you're lane like you guys, you know what I'm saying? You guys, I could pretty much can say, you know, a graffiti artist that wanted a show. You know what I'm saying? That's y'all lane. You know what I'm saying? You're not trying to go extra. You're not trying to make it a reality show. You're not trying to like fucking, you know, do your extra name bullshit.
Technically, we are
You
trying
don't
to be
know
a
that. Like,
TV
No, no, no,
show.
no, no, no.
All that
No,
shit.
right,
We kicking
right.
all those doors
No,
down.
no,
Vice,
We're
we
aiming
coming.
for Vice. We're
Right.
aiming for Revolt.
Right.
We're aiming
Netflix,
for
all that shit.
Right.
all that.
But I'm saying, but what I'm saying is,
coming.
But what I'm saying is, you staying true to what you guys are.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
And
Facts.
that's the key.
Yeah.
And I feel a lot of people that are up and coming in this game, and this is my insight and this is my opinion, I just feel like y'all just doing it for doing it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, even for me, I haven't even yet been heavy about charging yet because I'm building my worth.
Right.
A lot of cats that have this shit right now, half of y'all don't even build y'all worth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, y'all can't expect somebody to pay and you got no worth behind it. I'm sorry.
That's that millennial thinking. That's
Not
what
even
I find from it.
Not even millennial. It's older heads too that do
Yeah.
it. You get what I'm saying? It's just the fact of you're so engulfed in just having a show, but you're not understanding there's
comes
other
with it.
aspects to this shit. Don't get me wrong. I mean, my worth is up now, so now I'll slowly creep on like certain things. Like even on my TV show for this season, which is the 3rd season. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I'm charging only cats if they have their music video or if you're a brand and you want to promote on my show.
Right.
It's a light fee. It's real light.
For the people who don't know, what's the name of your show?
Oh yeah, sorry
what
about
it's
that. Yeah. My TV show is Reemo TV. Get serious to you. I went back to the basics because originally when I was at Manhattan Neighborhood Network, I just sugarcoated it because I didn't want them to censor my shit, nothing like that. But then once I got speed and width of what it's about. You know what I'm saying? It's public access, but then they're letting it free, but they're letting you be real. I was like, oh, nah, I got to go back to the basics where I originally started with this 10 years ago when I had the flip camera. You know what I'm saying? Reemo TV, Get Serious TV. Like,
This nigga saw the flip camera.
yeah,
never even
that's how I
seen one of
started.
them shits.
Yeah, no, I had no. That's how I got involved. Cause my mom, shout out to my moms. She was helping me out with my career.
Right.
And she was like, yo, here's a flip camera. I bought it for you. Here, this is what you use for whenever you got your rehearsals. Videotape yourself and just test your tones.
Right.
And that's what I did. So I would, videotape. I would say a line, rehearse, whatever, I do it. Then getting with my people. Shout out to the Fat Mob. You know what I'm saying? We was socialites. We was a rap group, and we was just chilling. We was just peoples.
Mm-hmm.
And we worked for DOE. Some of us work for DOE. You know what I'm saying? We work with Department of Education with teachers too.
Right. Okay.
So we was out on a lot of antics. So I would videotape us. I'd be wild. I'm talking like wild antics. If you go to my YouTube now,
Right.
and look back from 10 years ago, you'll see some of the antics. Cookouts that we did. There was stars that in reality TV now that was at our cookouts beforehand at a low point. I'm not gonna shout out no names, but it shit is facts.
Yeah.
And I did 3 seasons of that, and I was getting a lot of views, and I was also getting paid.
Grinding and working.
Yeah, I was getting paid. This is when YouTube, before YouTube did the fuck shit they're doing now. This is when YouTube, if you even had like 500 views on one of your videos, they would slowly monetize your shit and slowly give you a little paper in there. So the video that got me up and it's still rocking and still getting views to this day was back when I went to Dykeman for the basketball tournament. This is when Brandon Jennings went against Too Hard to Guard.
Oh wow.
That shit, I think right now is still collecting. It's like at like about 2,700 views or whatever. I mean, I'm not getting the chicken, unfortunately, because I I lost my job.
Yeah,
Mad
That was-
paperwork and paper
yeah,
trail.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? I lost,
Yo, Reek.
Yo, yes,
Yo,
sir.
crying. That shit has been so crazy. Like, you've been doing your thing for 10 joints and shit.
Yeah.
You got nominated for award. How did that shit make you feel when that
Son,
happened?
I ain't gonna lie to you. I mean, this is the first time something above, close to the mainstream, but also highly above independent actually gave me the accolade. I ain't gonna lie, I cried. When I got the email, I dead ass cried. I cried for a good 5 minutes because it was like, wow, holy shit. Shout out to Christina, my PR. She's in the building. Once I got her on my team, she went to work with the strategy and she was like, oh, Reemo, you should submit. Because she heavily digged the show, and it shocked me because I was like, damn, you just got to the team. But she's like, Reemo, I'm sorry. Your shit is dope. You got to submit this at the festival ASAP. Now, mind you, the episode I submitted, it was my interview with D Chambers. Shout out to D Chambers.
Okay, shout.
We had a crazy ill one interview at his studio, 906. Shout out to 906 Studios. And but I ain't gonna front. It was between either submitting his or the Roxanne Charté 30th anniversary event.
That's a big one, but yeah, I mean, you'd be surprised what people do like, what they want,
Right.
where they want to go with it.
Right.
But my question is, from getting that outside of doing your TV show, outside of doing some of the other shows that you have, what are some of the other workings that you are working on now? What
Oh
some of the other
yeah,
things you're working on
right now I'm still drawing the creation and logos for my clothing brand that I'm about to have come out soon. I'm not gonna say the name because I know everybody likes to swagger jag. You know what I'm saying? I got a dope name for it. I'm just waiting for the trademark and everything to clear.
Nice.
That's gonna be in the works. I'm gonna try to drop that in 2018. I'm gonna have a casting call for my TV show for a new host because I'm trying to be behind the scenes with my work. You know what I'm saying? And it's time. I did 10 years in front of the camera. I think that's good enough time to be in front of the camera. And just now, it's about now trying to really solidify this ownership. The acting, I got back into acting. Shouts to both freshmen. He got me back into it. We got a project called Behind the Camera that's dropping in the fall, web series.
Okay.
What else? Oh man, there's so much other shit. I'm thinking about coming back to podcast radio.
Okay.
I'm just researching where I want to do it at right now. But it's no, I ain't gonna lie. No, I ain't gonna lie. I'm happy where I'm at. I'm really loving the energy of what I'm doing with TV. You know what I'm saying? So the vigor I had with podcasts, it's not there. I mean, I could do it, but it's just not there. So it's like for me, I'm that type of person. I gotta have vigor for me to do it.
Gotcha.
Also too, damn, so much. Damn,
Yeah, I heard.
I'm Jamaican.
Have you worked on any documentaries?
Yes, sorry about that. Yes, I'm about to contact back this ex-mafia dude that I was going to work with. I did the taping on my phone. I did some voice interviews just to hear how it was going to sound. I got to get back in contact with him heavy because I've been so busy.
Yeah.
But definitely with my first documentary, I'm definitely going to it's pretty much about his story.
Who is it about?
See, I don't want to put his name out there.
Okay.
Because, he still has a couple other things not clear, but his uncle is Tony Aiello. I don't know if you ever heard of him.
Yes.
That's big.
Yeah.
Yes. We've heard of that.
So, his family is part of that Tony's Pizza that used to be up in Harlem.
Yes.
About the heroin joint.
Tony's
The
Pizza.
pizza connection back in the day.
That shit is motherfucking popping. They got one of them shits in East New York, and they got one of them shits in Bushwick, and
Yeah,
them shits
he was-
stay motherfucking lit.
Funny as shit. I think that's of the same family when they was up in Harlem. They used to be up in Harlem. There was three of them.
They
had a
moving
connection
around.
of pizzerias all over New York City.
Yeah, right.
Reemo, you be doing a lot of moving and grooving yourself. I mean, you fucking acting, you rapping, you podcasting.
No, I don't rap. Yeah, no. Yeah, you gotta
All
stop
right,
that.
well,
No, I don't rap. No.
just fit. It just
I'm
fit.
keeping it a buck.
you
No.
smoke?
I just got back to that.
All right, that's close to rapping, and I smoke, so I'm a little fucked up right now. But look, I'm gonna ask you this shit right here. Now, I was saying this, right? Like, you grinding crazy. Like, you out there, you doing the podcast thing. You out there, you acting and shit. You tearing up stages. Now, you do motherfucking teaching. Like, what type of work do you teaching? How is that experience? Like, I was doing that for a little while where I used to teach people, like, hand styles and shit. And that was pretty dope. Like,
That's the day job. That's
Yeah.
the day job. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. It's invigorating. I ain't gonna lie. I've been doing it for the last 5 years. It's invigorating. I gotta say, it puts you in the position. Even though I'm not a teacher, I'm more like an active dean. But
Whoa, Dean.
yeah, I mean, active dean is like
You're the
saying
guy
like
that nobody likes to see in the hallway. You be
Right.
standing by the steps
Yeah,
with,
right.
with the bullhorn looking like Joe Johnson.
I'm more like, all right, the respectable OG to the kids. So it's like, oh damn, there goes Mr. Tyson. Damn, we can't fuck with him.
Wait,
Now,
so
what grades are you teaching?
I'm in from like I'm in a school from kindergarten to 4th grade,
okay.
but they turn up.
Yeah, you got very impressionable children.
How is it working with kindergarteners and working with 4th graders? Like, it's totally two different attitudes. Like, the kindergartners,
Nah, I ain't gonna front. You know what it is?
The
It's
4th graders,
it's
like,
a
fuck
lot.
that.
Yeah, it's a lot of work, bro. It's a lot of work. But I'll say for this year, things kind of mended a little bit when I allowed them into my entertainment life. The way that happened. Shout out to my homie OnStar. We was actually playing a mathematical video and OnStar was on it.
What?
OnStar was on the mathematical video.
That's supposed to be on the car?
Huh?
OnStar?
OnStar. No, that's the
That's
rapper.
what I just-
He's a
Oh,
rapper.
oh,
OnStar. No,
oh,
he's a
oh.
rapper. He's an independent rapper, but he does a lot. He dances. He's with the cool kids.
Okay,
They
okay.
be
I know
doing
what
the
you're
dancing and all that. Right. So he was on a mathematical video. And I was noticing it. I said, yo, that's OnStar. I know him. So my students heard me. Yo, bro, Mr. Tyson, bro. You don't know him, bro. Like, shut up, bro. So I was like, no, this is what it is.
Yeah.
You know, I'd rather that than the SMD, telling me SMD, which they've done that multiple times.
Wow.
But
That's crazy.
But yeah, right. Yeah.
That'll make you want to Stone Cold Stunner somebody.
Oh yeah, you know.
So I have a question real
Yeah.
quick, being that you a dean.
Like,
and you got the,
because I work with Crisis.
You
So,
can
it's
say
like
active
Crisis.
dean, my bad.
Yeah, active.
dean.
Yeah.
Active
Yeah.
dean.
Yeah.
Right. You can still suspend somebody. Don't
No,
even
no,
try
I
that.
can't suspend it. I mean, I could.
But
I can't
You
suspend.
gonna
but-
put the word in on
Word.
it.
Yeah, put the word
You
in.
got the
Yeah,
big pull.
yeah,
You
gotta-
that guy.
He gotta go.
Now, my question is, how do you consider special education from when we grew up, or when you grew up, to what you're in a dean of? You know, like in your schools now. Like, is it less? Is it
I'll say
more
this. I'll say this. I mean, I gotta be as discreet.
politically correct?
Because
You
I'm
could be PC.
Yeah, I gotta be PC because I'm still a municipal worker. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So I'll say this. I'll say the parent involvement in regards to the parents getting involved has decreased from back in the days. Because I was a special ed kid.
Okay.
I was a special ed student. You know what I'm saying? The involvement is decreased versus from then to now. You know what I'm saying? And I say that because these parents, like, I feel in my heart of hearts, some of the parents, not all, some, there are some that actually care and
Right.
get involved, but the ones that don't care, it's just like they just drop them off, and then it's just like, you guys fix it. That's the attitude.
Right.
You guys fix it. It's like, fix what? You know what I'm saying? In my head, I'd be like, fix what?
Yeah.
Right.
He ain't no toy, ain't no G.I. Joe.
It's an actual child.
Yeah, it's actual child. You know what I'm saying? And for us as workers, you know what I'm saying? Well, as the staff or teachers, you know, it's a grueling thing we do on a daily basis. But our hearts are really to help them get acclimated to society.
Okay.
And right now, with society where he's going right now, you know, you gotta go tenfold.
Yeah.
And that's the thing for me. My purpose is to get them acclimated into society.
Now, talking about society, there's been a lot of changes in the school system.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on charters?
Here's my thing. I feel I gotta blame the media heavy, the mainstream media, because they're not telling the full-fledged story. And corporations that fund the charter schools, you know, that just is what it is. I mean, there's a lot of things they're not letting you guys know.
Yeah.
You know, one thing they're not telling you about when the kid's not acclimated in a charter school. And I'm not going to do the charter school versus public school thing. I'm just keeping it facts. They don't let you know that once they're not acclimated in that school, they send them back to us.
Mm-hmm.
See?
Oh wow.
See?
That's
They don't let
crazy.
you know that.
Right,
I mean,
yeah.
that's the one hardcore thing I'll get at. You know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, my thing is I try to like stop this like this like mini war that's going on because the shit is coming to my community.
Yes.
Right.
You know what I mean? You got parents, you know, guiding their kids. Some parents, not all. I know a few parents, the real parents, they don't do that. But the ones that do, starting that BS segregation. You know what I'm saying? Of we in the charter school, your child's still public, so he's still a ruffian. It's like, no, you can't do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? It's just bugged out. And for me, I'm in a position, in both worlds that I could bring it into one. I'm starting to really feel I could be that difference maker and do it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I'll say this. You know what I'm saying? We're both the same institutions doing the same cause. Yeah. There's no real. Don't believe the hype about it's bigger fucking structure. No, the common core is still the same common core between both sectors.
Yeah. Now I have a child who's going into 3rd grade,
right?
And a lot of parents complain about the common core. How do you feel about that in your school?
I mean, our common core it teaches the basics, but you have to understand what comes around that. You know what I'm saying? If our kids, it's a lot of things. It could be behavioral. Some could have the physical, disadvantages, with the autism. You know what I'm saying? It's so many other variables that you have to combine with the learning. Mm-hmm. So, for me, to answer you with that, it's like, it depends. It's a case by case.
Yo, from what I heard, and since we're speaking of schools, I heard you used to go to art and design. Is that true?
Yeah, that's fact. I'm 94 to 98. And shout, RP to Prodigy, it really hit me because I saw him there. He was there. Yeah. Both of them was there.
Yeah.
And Real Rap, 9-5 is when they left.
Yeah.
Because, you know what I'm saying, they, Shook
Ones.
Shook Ones, they popped off. I had another legend, Fabulous.
Yeah, he went there.
Fab went there.
Fabulous went there?
J Mills.
Yeah, Fab went there.
J Mills was a year behind me. Walt from Black Ink Gallery.
Yep.
Yeah, shouts to Walt.
Shouts to Walt. My nigga Felton. He used to be at Polo. You know what I'm saying? We got mad. Yo,
you probably know some of my peoples, like they used to go to R&D design. I know a few graffiti writers who went there.
Yeah.
Well, the same year you went there, the same year.
So probably you know my guy.
My nigga Scuff was there, Noxa, a few of these people. Cas 5.
Hectic. There's a dude named Hectic. He was a Filipino
I know Hectic,
kid.
Filipino kid from Queens 7 Line. 718 crew was popping.
That's my nigga.
Yo,
Hectic
Reemo,
was. Yes.
You a teacher. Like, you ever had a parent, like, come to school and shit, like, offer you some pussy, like, to pass her kid?
Damn, kid. I gotta plead the fifth on that one,
no.
bro.
Yeah. Sex in school, you know what happens, so I gotta ask.
I feel you right. I mean, it's reality, but I gotta be easy, bro. I gotta be easy, bro.
Now, I remember you were saying earlier in the conversation that you used to draw.
Yeah, I still do.
With a lot of the graphers and some of the graphers that you knew. Now, you did say that you had a tag, or you used to try to think about.
I try to think about. I mean, I try to think about like with the K Dogs, like
right.
I used to try to draw it, and try to be real fancy with it. I was like, damn, it's not accurate. It's not crisp.
Right.
And for me with art, I'm very passionate about art. So it's like I don't try to fake the funk and try to get involved into the culture.
Yeah, I find it ironic for me to even be on this show.
Right.
Because I always liked graffiti and I always wanted to do it.
Right.
I even had a graffiti artist make up a name for me.
Right.
But it just never looked right. So I was like, yeah, I'm not putting that up on the wall. Like, they're going to clown me on that one.
Yeah.
So I was like, nah. Yeah. I'm good. So I know how it is. That's what helped me become a DJ, because I couldn't do anything else. No. So I was like, hey.
Do you pay attention to graffiti?
Yeah, no, I do. I mean, I look through like online sometimes, or even like if I'm on a 7 train line, the Q line, there's been some great pieces. Harlem, there's a couple of great pieces. You know what I'm saying? I respect it. I still love it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I still respect because it's art. Anything that's art. No, I'm gonna have a half.
Besides the K Dog, if you could be a graffiti writer, what name would you write?
Nah, Jay Steiny. I'll go to my old nickname, Jay Steiny.
Jay Steiny.
Yeah, Jim. The original name was Jim Steinberg. I was just a funny.
That's a long ass fuck.
No,
yeah,
right.
That's a long
no. I wouldn't do Steinberg, but the joke to it was I was a black Jewish lawyer. I used to always do that. It was the Queens antics. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I used to be Queens, Long Island antics. So, shout out to my crew. Like, we was out drinking and all that, and I just came up with it one day. No, it was first it was Jim Wells, then I changed it to Jim Steinberger, right? So then, there's like, yo, you gotta shorten that, bro. I was like, all right, Jay Steiny. Yo, that's fire. That's dope. Yo, we gonna call you Jay Steiny. I used to rock with that for like about 3 years, from like 2000 to 2008. I was rocking just Jay Steiny. I never drew it.
Yeah.
I mean, I did like on tables and shit like that, but I didn't take it further.
Yeah.
You know, and then I brought it back in like 08, because it was a funny story. Like, there was a Thanksgiving party at Miracle 34, a club over in Midtown, and a shootout happened, and I got a ricochet in my foot.
Damn.
You know, it went through my John Starks. I was pissed off.
Shit.
You know, because it was the classic. It was the clear joints
The Starks is popping
with
at
the
that
with the
time.
socks.
Hey, yo, Reem.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to cut you into
Yeah,
this
yeah,
short
yeah,
shit,
yeah,
but
it's all
before
good.
my DJ about to blast off on
All
the
right.
Rose and Stills, do you
Yeah, yeah.
have any last words or shout-outs?
Yo, real rap. Yo, shout out to DSM for putting me on. Shout out to DTF when I came back to radio. They gave me an opportunity. Shout outs to everybody that's been following my movement, to everybody that's been following the TV show. Next Friday, on the 21st, at 10 p.m., pull up to OZ Tavern in the Bronx. I'm doing a TV screener for season 3 of Reem TV. Much blessings to you guys. Keep rocking and keep rolling.
Already.
Anybody that's doing a podcast, a real podcast, keep rocking and doing. Anybody that's doing a show, TV show, do it. You know, do it for real, for real. Love what you do. Love what you like. Want to do it, and just respect the culture. That's about it, man. I appreciate y'all. Real rap.
We like to thank you for coming through. Hey, yo,
Yeah.
DJ Swift, do what the fuck you do. And when he come back, we got a Queens vet in the building. Tell a
Yeah.
friend to tell a friend. We making history.
You already know.
Yo, that song Swift was just playing was hard as hell. Like, if I was still a thought, that line he said, like, yo, I take your Barbie if you ain't a kin of mine. That shit was hard.
That was a couple.
But on another note, hey, yo, peace, Vandals and Vandalettes. Tonight on the motherfucking Vandal Hour, we got a motherfucking Queens vet in the building. He done painted with some of the motherfucking greats. And I'm talking about DG, NWC. I'm talking about VE, FTR. I'm talking about motherfucking Slash, FTR. Giz, MTA, Dessa. But tonight in the motherfucking building, we got Cend Lsd. I state facts and I will never lie to you. Hey, yo, Cend, you could have been spray painting the wall, you could have been ripping a face, but tonight, you kicking it with the guards. How you feeling on a Saturday?
I'm macking.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
It was good to see you here, man. I know it took you a little while to get here.
Yeah, I'm a little.
Everybody's under the motherfucking influence tonight. Yo, you had a fucking art show last night. I heard about it through the grapevine. How was the turnout and how did it go?
Yeah, Dessa and Giz showed up. It was good.
Anybody came out and supported some artwork?
Huh? Yeah, a couple people. I know, it's mad.
Yo, move a little closer to the mic. No rainbow because I can't hear you that well. Now, what was the name of your art show for the people who don't know and who couldn't make it out to attend?
It was in Z-Bar, somewhere in Queens or whatever. This kid Burb, he threw it. It's like I don't know, like they do gallery stuff and stuff like that. Or whatever.
How was the turnout? Was it successful?
Yeah, everything worked out.
Yo, you gotta move a little closer to the mic, cause like you move, I can't hear you. It's like you Mayweather in the mic right now.
Yeah.
1 2 1 2. Y'all
Yeah, I
can hear
can
me?
hear you. I
Could
can
hear
hear
you,
you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
definitely. Definitely could hear you.
Go ahead.
Yo, for the people who might not know, right? Like I just did an intro and I told them like you painted with some of the greats, and one of the great people that you painted with was VE. Like how was it painting and chilling with that man?
Yeah, that was my little bro. He was, he's unique.
That I must say, like what was a night like chilling with him? Like what was the mission, like the plot before y'all went out there to go apply this paint on the wall? Like y'all sat there and like y'all planned it out, or y'all just went out there and like, yo, we gonna fuck everything up?
Nah, we just spur of the moment. Spur of the moment. Acid, dust, you know, it is what it is. Shut up, man. Shut the fuck up, B. Yeah, man.
Nah.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So you was running through Queens. You were running with another rider, Exist. How did that relationship come about?
Yeah, that's Skiz's brother. That's Skiz's brother. He used to draw like art stuff or whatever, and then like Giz got him into, you know, doing like graffiti and shit with the trains. He started doing little milk cartons or whatever, and then he like started doing like mad different art, and
He
passed
actually,
away.
yeah, he was definitely a very talented artist. From some of the stuff I grew up seeing, like some of the pieces he did on the wall, like he was definitely very advanced. Like, what's your dopest Exist and VE story that you have that somebody might not know?
Well, we bombed what is that? By between Myrtle Broadway and like Kosciuszko one night. This is when I had beef with like mad everybody, Bruce, Jay, the whole 9 yards, Zane and all of them. We were dusted, walking around. They were walking right behind us, like 2 blocks away, taking tags inside the Dunkin' Donuts or whatever over there. And then, yeah, we just went and did the layups that night, and a lot of shit that, you know, with them two together, but that was a crazy night because everybody was like dusted. Jay and all them were dusted looking for us. I was looking for them. It was just sick shit.
Now, this is something that happened 20 plus years ago. How do you feel graffiti has changed since 97 to like 2017? Besides social media and the caps on the cans.
I went up north 96 to 2003 or some shit like that. Then everything, you know, then in 03, 04, I caught 10 more years. So within that 16-year radius, this whole shit just, you know.
You've been a busybody, not talking about anything in a negative aspect or giving any light to anything in the past. Like, none of that was graph related, right?
Yeah, it was all graph. Yeah. The last 10 years I did was for some bullshit beef that wasn't even mine, but.
Damn, that is fucked up. That's usually how this game goes. Sometimes people take on beef. Sometimes people handle beef for the next man while the other man send home and shit. And then you
you're doing
gotta
10
end up
years
with the
for somebody
consequences.
else, and nigga ain't holding you down, you know. Now when I see him, I'm supposed
If you could hop back in the time machine, like, would you do so and change the course of events?
Nah, because I'm still me. I'm going to do what I do regardless. So if I'm loyal to you, I'm going to be loyal to you all the way till the wheels fall off.
So now
That's the way it should be.
I know that you're from Queens, right?
Yeah.
And I'm a Queens person, you know what I mean? And I grew up out there. So how was it in that early 10-year span before the situations got down? How was it running around in those streets then compared to now? You know what I mean? Because at that point, I was like, what? We saying 07? You know what I'm saying? You running around even later than that, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, to this point now, you out here, you able to do your stuff now. How's it, you know, is there anything different, or do you find like you just found yourself jumping right back into it? It was like riding a bike for you.
Well, from 03 to 2014, I was up top. And then I came home in 2014. I moved in with my DG, my brother-in-law, and my sister. And the first night, I just went and did top to bottoms on the highway with Catch 5 and DG. And yeah, I jumped right back the first night after 10 years.
It was that's
top
awesome.
to bottoms on the highway, yeah.
Wow, that's awesome.
So now that he's your brother-in-law, DG, why you think made him such a great writer?
Yeah, because, you know, Jason pushed himself to, people that he looked up to. Like, I looked up to him when we were all little. He looked up to certain people, and they pushed him to that extent, you know?
Yeah.
And he was just always, you know, he didn't do the average. You do a throw up on a gate, he did a straight ladder. You did a straight ladder on the highway, he did a piece. Like, you know, nobody was doing what DG was doing. Not now, anyway. Dudes are bomb throw-ups, but what the, you know.
Yo, it's a lot of people that's running around screaming, I'm the NWC Prez, I'm the NWC Prez. And I know that's a motherfucking lie, but how does that make you feel as a family member
I
to that
spoke
man?
to a lot of older writers about that, and dudes that been around that brought me up and everything. And a lot of people say I should step up, but I'm on like parole, and like I step up. What I'm stepping up, and it's going somewhere that it's not. Nobody's the Prez. DG's the Prez. He's not here. So if you're down, you're down. If not, then there's nobody new. You can't. How you gonna get down with a crew that there's just only one Prez. My sister's, like, she was with but what is she gonna? She's whoa, come on, man, like, come on.
No, I understand that for you.
I mean, it happens in the coach, like, somebody passed away and they're not here to speak for themselves. And everybody like, yeah, like, he threw me down this night, like, knowing damn well that's a lie. Or
Everybody, V threw me down with MTA. Yeah, V didn't even know you, like, come on. Everybody has a story to tell after somebody's not here anymore.
Well, if VE and DG were alive today, do you think the game would still be the same?
Nah, if they were both here right now, it'd be a whole nother ball game, because they were just doing things that nobody else did. You know what I mean? Like, he vandalized everything, literally, and anywhere he went, he made his presence known. And DG's just 10 times worse because he's older and he was wild.
It's crazy. You can actually still walk down a block in certain neighborhoods, and you can actually still see VE tags like popping through the paints on the side of buildings and on fire escapes that's been there since like 93 and earlier than that.
What do you think would be the status of the game if they would have still been around? Like, if they were still able to run around to make up for those last 20 years that they've been gone, do you think that the game would have been elevated to another level? Do you think, where do you think they would have sent the game going? Because you're saying VE vandalized everything and DG was just taking things to a whole nother level, you know what I'm saying? And this is back 20 years ago. So do you think that they would have taken the game like exponentially to a whole nother level just by their directions?
Yeah, he bombed. V's
Right.
a bomber. DG he did everything all around the board. And like I said, you did a throw up, he did a piece. He was doing pieces on highways in Staten Island at 3 in the morning, top like 10, 20 colors. And who does that? Like, you don't see nobody doing that no more at all, really. No one's doing that. That's like, just, who does that?
Yeah, nah, people getting paid or commissioned to do stuff like that nowadays.
Yeah.
So your crew is LSD and JA's crew is Ecstasy. Now, both those crews are names after drugs. Talk to us a little bit about LSD.
Well, let's smoke dust, baby. No. Ecstasies, ecstasy. That's good. But, I don't know.
Yo, Trump wrote on Twitter that you was bringing us some LSD. Is that true?
The what?
Trump said on Twitter you was bringing us some LSD tonight. Is that true?
10 hits in my pocket.
Oh, shit.
Yo, how does drugs play a part in the graffiti world? Do you think it's a good thing or do you think it's a bad thing?
It's a good thing because some people are just talented and all around the board, but drugs expand your mind, and under the influence of certain things, you're gonna just do what you want to do, and you're gonna get away with it.
Do you think when you're on drugs that it helps you paint better?
Hell yeah, 100%.
I hear you. Now let me ask you a question. Why do you think defines a true king in graffiti?
Yeah, that shit's crazy because everybody has their own definition of king of what, like pieces. Who's legal wall? What, like bombing to me is J.A. Like literally, J.A. Giz, Ghost, DG, Dessa crushing it still from $1 Million Vandal all the way back to now. That you can't take that away from him.
Yo, why you never did pieces? Everything I saw from you throughout your career
since '91 all the way till now, and I'm still like, it's like a
These are some of the
story.
things I do know.
Once you go in, it's like you can't. You get sucked back in every 6 months, a year. It just I'm tired now. I'm done. I'm 41. Like, I'm on the way here. I'm getting lost. I'm an hour late. Like, homie, you know, I'm tripping. I'm like fucked up like out here these days. I can't get from one corner to the next.
How do you think graffiti has affected your personal life?
My personal life is about to go down the drains. My fiance's, I got paint all over my house. I got paint. The kids want to write on shit. They're 6 and 7 and 5. They're like,
When your
Jason writes on everything. Why can't I? Like,
when your parole officer come to visit you, does she bitch about the paint?
nah. Actually, shout out to my PO, man. My PO's good money. She's alright. She's good.
Is that one of your stipulations that you can't paint? Like when I was on parole, I actually had that. Like I couldn't possess no paint, no markers, no nada.
Well, they say that, but on that yellow paper that they give you when you come home, but they're not like coming all up in your room. Yo, you got spray paint? Yeah, it's all over my room. Literally, like canvases are hanging. She respects the art stuff a little. To that, yeah, she's good.
So now, back to when you was talking about your crew LSD, and I was wondering because
It's
I'm not a
70s crew, yeah. From
okay.
Ice and, you know, from way back. And
Nice.
I got it passed down to me through my boy GA NSK got me.
Oh, that's the
hookup.
homie right there. He was actually
Yeah.
up on the show. I actually remember that name Ice that you brought up. I used to see that on the top of the train panels all through the
Yeah,
motherfucking M
the
line.
eye. He used to do the eye
Yeah.
tops. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's crazy. See, you got an eye for all this
So
all the time.
so he passed that down to you. How did that come about?
Well, they started seeing. I used to smoke so much dust that you would just find me on every corner in Bushwick, and I was white. Like who, you know, back in them days, it's not like now. You walk down the block, everybody's white. And it ain't like in Bushwick back in the days. You had like, it was nuts.
Right.
But I used to get like take acid, walk down this block, take dust, smoke over here, sniff a little coke on that block. Everybody knew me, and then I guess he started seeing like all these little random tags, sense whatever, boom, 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 and my, you know, like I said, GA's my man. He brought me a lot of the older U5 guys, like GA and all them, Audi and all them. They brought me and they, you know, they showed me the streets and shit. I was a little white boy, 2 gold teeth, you know, a little fucking part in my hair.
So now, with that, did you ever go bombing
Who the fuck
on
just burped?
LSD?
Yeah, I'm tripping right now on like some double barrel fucking LSD that's like from California.
Damn.
Yeah, it's shit's sick. Like all these
You make me
little-
want to have an edible
yeah,
now.
this-
I was just about to say that shit.
I
Like
need
back
an
in the
edible
days,
right
I know
now.
in the dust scene, like Crazy Eddie was
and
motherfucking
this bandana's
popping.
killing me. Like I can't even breathe. But
Well,
Now,
you are a
think that-
vandal.
yeah.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead, say what you gonna say.
Do you think the graph scene in NYC is dying?
That shit been dead.
Yeah, everything died in like '99. But I was up north, like you know, but like it's every magazines in it, you know. Yo, you could write under a rock.
Yeah.
You know, posted, it's all right. Who are you though? Like,
Right.
and people follow these people and like these out of town motherfucking fuck you, nigga. Like, don't come to New York, nigga. Back in the days, you ain't coming to New York. I'll cut your face.
That's a good
Fam, stop.
topic you brought up. I wanted to know, like, how do you deal with out of towners? Do you let them live or do you run them off?
Well, you know, like I said, I'm home now and I don't really have all them problems like from, you know, like I did. DG deaded all my shit before I came home because he didn't want me to like, you know, get in trouble and shit. But I caught a violation the 2 days before the day he died. 2 days later, I got locked up, like going through my boy's window to get my clothes, and I missed the funeral and everything.
That's fucking crazy. I don't get why people like hate on or knock out of towners though, because like us New Yorkers, like when we leave out these motherfucking 5 boroughs and we go to like West Virginia, ATL, Chicago, like we're fucking out of towners. But on another note, Cend, this map that you brought us, this shit is pretty fresh and I like the colors that you use. Now, it's a lot of people, like, they never bombed a day in their life, but they sit home and they paint these shits and they go online and they try to sell them shits. Now, how do you feel being somebody that put in work and, like, you really, like, don't charge people for these maps and you got other people who painted an alley, like, 3 weeks ago and now they on Instagram and, yo, I got this map for $50.
Yeah, I'll take that shit from you.
That's what I'm talking about.
Do you consider that, like, a culture vulture?
I mean, you know, yeah, I don't. This whole thing, the whole setup now is, it ain't like it used to. You know, like Who the fuck wrote on a train map 20 years ago, 10 years ago? Like, if you was either bombing the train in the train map, doing drip, big fucking fat tags on them. But now they, yeah, like, you know, they, yeah.
If you could change one thing about graffiti, what would it be?
Fuck pieces, man. Everybody should bomb, man. I want everybody doing fillings on the train. Bomb, man. Bomb shit, man. All that legal beagle bullshit is, come on, man.
Nah, I see you got a motherfucking red flag on your face. Like, are you a gang member? Do you represent the Beehive?
Yeah, of course, man. Blood gang, baby.
How is it being a Caucasian gang member? Like, how do people partake in that? Like, they see you like you're white, like they expect you to sip lattes and shit, but you running it down talking about what's popping, Five.
Yeah, that's a fact. Up north, but I mean, you know, in the street it's a little different. Everything's more. There's a little more unity in the street or whatever, but like I said, like with graffiti too, 20 years ago, none of these dudes were doing what I was doing either. And like, I went up north when the shit was up north, when the Bloods and the Crips, and like the Crips didn't even exist actually. Like you know, we had war with the Latin Kings and Yetas and shit.
Right.
You know, I never really condoned to them. Then, you know, I just was like, yo, these dudes are popping on police. I want to pop on police. What do I got to do? Yo, cut a captain or cut this dude. All right, what up? Let's go. And you just, after so many years, I've been Blood 23 years. I got my own hood. I did all that. I've been in a coma for cutting the captain in the Beacon. New charges, the fucking, and coma. Yeah, it never ends. It's like graffiti. It just keeps going and going.
You know any other Blood members that's in the graffiti culture?
Yeah, plenty of them. Yeah.
Do you feel like the gang culture, like it chooses a person or a person chooses the culture for protection?
If you don't, see, that's a lot of dudes get down with the shit for protection and shit. But if you're official and you're real right, like you're gonna be real right all around the board. So
how did the Bloods come to New York City? I mean, I don't know much about
you know,
it.
the whole speculation with this bust ass nigga OG Mac, you know, blah, 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 but that he, you know, son went halfway out there, didn't make it, did whatever, he came back over here, just started there, we're starting New York Bloods in 93, and from there it escalated because, like I said, we had the war with the Kings and the Yetas, and, you know, they were like really abusing people, and the whole, you know, oppression thing with the police was wilding on niggas back in the days. You know, it was rough. So, you know, the homies got together, everybody, you know, put it together, and it's been a minute now.
Got you. Now I'm seeing, guys. I'm not really familiar with it, but what other gangs are there in the jail system at this time?
The what?
In the jail system, I know you got Bloods, is there Crips out here too now?
Yeah, of course. There's everything in New York now. You got MS-13, you got this GS9, this Bobby Schmert, whatever the hell his name, like all these dudes be in jail with, they rep everything. Everything, a street, a block, everything's a hood in jail now.
Got you.
Oh man.
Anybody get it? This, that, and the third. You know, like everything's a gang. LSD was a gang when I was in Attica. The police was trying to murder me. They thought I was like this big LSD gang member. Homie, I'm Blood, nigga. What's popping? What are you talking about? LSD ain't a gang. It's a graffiti crew.
Yeah. Now you, once again, you being from Queens, and I know how the Queens culture is. We're heavy on our hip hop. Two-part. One, how was it for you? And also, how did you feel when like the Prodigy situation went down, when he passed away? Because being a Queens head, it just touched a lot of Queens heads automatically. Like if you listen to hip hop, you definitely had a Prodigy song somewhere. If it wasn't Mob, it was HNIC, so on and so forth.
Fact. Yeah, when Shook Ones and all that, we was wilding on the train. Everybody from Queens, you know, Mobb Deep's Mobb Deep.
Right.
You know, that whoever was doing that, I said something on one of them pages. I was like, yo, basically suck my dick, see me wherever, and you know, whatever. I have theory on it, but
Yeah, they said there was a theory that the Bloods were involved with the splashing of the
yeah,
mural.
because they had like old school.
It's like old school beef.
Yeah, but that's like neighborhood. That's their neighborhood drama, or whatever. But to diss that's a violation. Period. And I don't. That's you don't do that.
Yeah, so you definitely don't agree with it.
No, that I don't. Never. I wouldn't listen. I've had beef with everybody under the sun. Everybody. Like literally, I don't think there's too many crews from the 90s till now that I didn't have drama with. Whatever. Street, whatever. To go over rest in peace, like
That's some lame shit right there. That's
Yeah.
like the lowest scum of the earth. Yo, but what's your thoughts on this DMX situation? Like, he owes the government 1.7 mil in taxes, and he's been hiding his money in other people's accounts. Like, would you do some shit like that?
if I was DMX, hell yeah.
You like,
I mean,
they
I
not
live
getting
like
that.
I love him. He's the best.
And what's your thoughts on Tax Stone? Like, he's been in a situation where they let off, some situations took place, and he's looking at a bid for it, and he got indicted. What's your thoughts on that? He wants one of his mans to testify.
Yeah, if you're testifying, you're a rat. Nigga, you no good. Look, that freaky Zeke dude, come on. How do you can't get on the stand and talk
Well,
about
I'm not
your
aware of the
gangster.
Freaky Zeke situation. What happened
Me
with
neither.
him?
There's a whole situation. My man Chauncey got 75 years. He's in Attica. Behind that situation with him. With his bouncer or whatever, he shot the bouncer because Zeke was beefing with, and you got to understand, you're not a gangster. I don't care.
Nah, that's just snitching.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
that's totally
straight
snitching.
up, you're told.
Now,
I didn't even know about that.
I know about it. I know
no,
about it.
we
Black
even
and
with
white.
now going back,
It's
we
in the
was.
newspaper.
Oh no, I remember with the what's his name, Tax on the Zeke and what's it, Troy Ave. There we go. Right? Was
That's
the
a
Troy Ave?
different situation with Freaky Zeke. Now, how do you feel about nowadays? You think snitches get off easy?
Yeah, I mean, they tell them to get less time, and 90% of the time, they're not even gonna go up top. So, they're gonna do like 6 months on Rikers Island, and
You got some people who do, like, they get in these situations where they do tell and they still do time.
what?
I said you have people, like, they get in these situations like snitches. Some of them, like, they snitch where they get out the situation, and some of them, like, they snitch and they get their self in a hole where they do time they self.
Yeah, I mean, eventually everything comes to light, though. So you could tell on 100 motherfuckers, eventually, somewhere down the line, it's gonna come up, and you're gonna get your face blown off. So, I mean, it all it catches up. Trust me, especially up top.
It don't pay the tattletale.
Now, do you ever see yourself doing canvases and moving into galleries at any point?
Yeah, I'm trying to do like the little map thing, and all my friends are like, I came home, everybody's doing this good with the good, like my cousin Slash, Giz, Dessa, they, my boy Lasso and all of them, they held me down the whole, whatever, the 10 plus the 6 before that, they kept me in the loop with a lot of stuff, but can't do nothing from prison. Like, what are you gonna do? Send home a
Lasso, however you pronounce his name. I don't know if I said it wrong or not, but that's definitely
Everyone
one
says it,
person who
yeah.
kept your name alive when you was in the penitentiary, like free Cend. I could.
Yeah, I was with him Saturday
that.
for his birthday with South, my little homie South. And,
That's pretty dope.
Yeah. And
Outside of graffiti and outside of the gang life, like, who is Cend as a person?
I'm loyal. I'm real. Real right, loyal motherfucker. That's it.
And on your days when you're not doing vandalism or chilling with your lady, what's something that Cend like to do, like for his pastime?
I like drugs, but I mean, I try to do that every day, but I'm on parole, so you gotta fall back a couple times a week. But nah, I'm good. I'm like,
He said a couple
nah,
times a
I'm
week.
good though. Like, I'm older now. I'm 41 or whatever. My girl that I'm with now, she's props. Nicole, I love you. You're the best. She turned me around. Last 13-month violation, I'm good. I ain't cut nobody. I ain't go to the box. I'm good. I'm getting a little more mature. I should. I'm 41. You know, you can't.
That's a good thing right there.
Now, how do you think like you evolved and grown as a graph writer?
I couldn't really. What's the word again?
Evolve.
Yeah, I say words crazy when I'm. Last interview.
It's
I
like
was a
level
mess.
up.
Evolve, because if you're locked up, I mean, yeah, I did all this stuff with like That's and Giz when we first started. Look where Giz is at now.
Yeah.
And this nigga Des is $1 million vandal. I went up north a year later. Like, all right, you're the $1 million vandal. I'm the $1 million motherfucking jail sitting there, waiting for you to write me a letter.
Would you ever consider writing a book about your life?
Yeah, Scuff tried to actually help me out with that, and they took my book in Attica, gang-related material or whatever, and I didn't really push it after that because it was like 5,000 pages of all stories and everything in there. They take everything. Like, you can't have raps on. Everything's a gang. You get 6 months in the box for tags on paper.
That's some fucking bullshit. Yeah, they be on some bullshit up north. Like, you rip the fucking tag off your mattress, that's box time.
Yeah, I mean, I lived in the box basically. I was dirty urns, cuttings, and I pop on police, so I ain't with all that.
Now, you said you wrote these memoirs down when you was locked up. Like, if you ever had the chance in the free time, would you write them down again, like to actually get this book published about your life?
Yeah, I want to do that, like talk into something and let it record you or whatever. They got some.
Oh, them tape recorders.
Or the people that help you, like they help you tell them what, and they say your story, like basically with your words though, like in whatever, how they do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be dope as fuck. Word, you should definitely look into that and try that out. Yo, but before we get out this motherfucking building, we about to dip and shit, and y'all gonna have to catch us next Saturday and find out who's in the building. But before we leave, Cend, do you have any last words or shout out that you'd like to give to the people?
Yo, just my people, all my people. I don't want to say a million names because then everybody's gonna feel some type of way. But my girl, I love you, and that's about it right now.
Hey, yo, what's poppin'? My name is Fax on Wax, and next to me we got Mr. 13. We got DJ Swift in the building, who's a DJ and a motherfucking co-host. I stay facts. We got Mathematics, Drake Kill Films in the motherfucking building, and Sosa in the back doing the things that he like to do. Make sure y'all check us out each and every Saturday live on DTFradio.com. Y'all can check us out on our motherfucking website, which is www.thevandalhour.nyc. And we got a few events that's popping off, so make sure y'all check us out on Instagram to keep up with us and see what we doing and how we moving. I state facts. Mr. 13, you got something you like to say?
I'm chilling. I want to thank everybody for coming out. It was a dope show. Definitely some dope information shared with us tonight. And I want to just say peace.
Yeah. Hey, yo, and make sure y'all check out all those new episodes, because Drake Kill Films, he's been working on that motherfucking edited tip. I state facts, and I will never lie to you. Peace. We out of here.